Hello, my name is Doris. Welcome. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you've been here before, thank you for returning. What I wanted to do in this midweek update is just quickly go over a couple of things that I'm working on and kind of set myself in motion to get over my birthday, which I had on Sunday, and get back to work. I did finish and post my French fold Shrug tutorial on Monday. I was a day late with that. I apologize for being tardy. Now what I'm doing is going back and cleaning that up a little bit, that French fold Shrug. I decided that it was a little shorter in the back than what I wanted, and I cleaned it up a little on the inside, so it is now reversible. And I like that cotton material so much on the reverse side. It made it, I don't know, look kind of Christmassy, even though it wasn't Christmas material, it was Christmas colors. So what I did, and I'll show you in the end here what it looks like. I put a little section of pleated cotton material about 3 inches long along the whole front, and now I've got about 6 inches that I want to add to the back of that cotton material, and I'm making it so that it is still reversible, but I'm not liking exactly the way it hangs, so I think I'm going to take my seam out where I put things together to make it reversible, and I'm going to sandwich that in between so that it hangs a little straighter. And then I do have another French fold Shrug that's made out of cantha that's blue and pink, that it is beautiful. And I have some beige silk that I'm putting on the bottom to make it a little longer. I just need to finish that off, and that'll take me a day to do that. So I want to finish that. But what I've been working on is something else, some Christmas gifts. I don't know if any of you have ever made these little framed snap bags. They have, some people do them with measuring tapes, you know, the roller tape that go in and out for construction. But you wouldn't believe how long I've had these in my stash. I had a whole stash of these, plus some framed bags. I wanted to show you these. They're really cute. They're just nice to hold change or credit cards or, you know, earbuds, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm using some fabric scraps from upholstered material, and I line them. They're kind of nice just to have, like in the car, you can put change in it or some loose stuff. But then I have a whole stash of these framed bags, and these, I've got about a dozen of these. And when I looked up my receipt, because I keep receipts online for forever, I bought these about 10 years ago. I was doing a lot of bags back then. Bags and aprons were my thing. Not so much upcycled. I was using upholstery fabric scraps. And I had some more upholstery fabric scraps left. And this kind of a frame bag, it actually just hangs on a metal rod with, and I learned something new. These little nuts that are on the end of that rod, I don't know if you can see that. Those are called acorn nuts. They're metal. The guy at Ace Hardware told me they're called acorn nuts. And that's an appropriate name because they do look like the end of an acorn. They're rounded on the end. And this just slips in that pocket that you make on the top of the bag. And then they snap closed. And so it's kind of a cute little bag. And I have another stash of chains that hang from this little piece here and here. So you can put it over your shoulder, over your head, and then you can carry it like this. So I really like making these, and I was going to put some of these together and use up my stash of frames and give them as stocking stuffers, little Christmas gifts, those kind of things. And I better be getting my butt in gear and working on them, or Christmas will be there and gone. So that's it. After my French fold Shrugs, that's at the top of my list. But in between, if I get bored with that, and you know, I do tend to kind of get bored if I'm just working on one thing, I am going to make some chenille patchwork French fold Shrugs and some kimonos, chenille kimonos, because I have 4 big plastic tubs of pieces of chenille. I use them for my book pocket pillows too, but I have a lot of smaller pieces and some bigger pieces because I never cut anything pristine. And some of these have little spots and things on them, so I have to applique over them. But anyway, they end up being really cute little jackets. And now since it's into winter time, it's kind of nice to have something just to throw over your shoulders when you're sitting in the evening playing cards or watching TV or even in bed if you're reading. So I want to get some of those made. Then the other thing, and here I am, I'm just got a big list. I'm really ambitious. I have some really beautiful flannel shirts. This is a lightweight one, but I have some heavier ones. And I'm going to make some more men's flannel shirt upcycles where I crop them off. I put darts in the front. I make them high-low, and then I make them reversible so you can turn them inside out. I've made a few of those. They've sold really well, and they are so stinking cute. And they're kind of a fun make. And I think these, I'm going to put some lace on them and, make them kind of frou-frou-y. My daughter would hate that. She's not into the lace and the frou-frou ruffles and stuff, but I think they're really cute. So I will video those. That'll probably not be this Sunday. I think this Sunday will just be an accumulation of everything I was able to accomplish for the week, and I'll show you the final on my French fold shrugs and those kind of things. And I might show you a few of the patchwork pieces that I want to put together for my chenille, depending on how far through I get it. So my goal is to get through enough of these little snap bags for Christmas gifts, and I need to get those in the mail and sent. A few more framed bags. I will also put a link to the YouTube videos that I use for how to make these frame bags, because there's a lot of them out there. It is kind of a fun make. And if you're interested in having me do one of those and show you what they're like, I'd be happy to do that. I just want to be focused on some of the things that I'm making for upcycling right now. So let me know what you prefer and what you think would be fun. Some of these small projects are really kind of fun, and they're things you can accomplish, in a day. One of these framed bags, that's an easy make, and, it's kind of a fun thing to give for Christmas. So I may try to film that if I have time for making it, and you just let me know if you're interested in that, and if you are, then for sure I'll do one of these little tutorials. As you can tell, I need the experience recording the tutorials. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy. That I need to finish putting that ruffle on, and you can see the pink right there. It's going to be reversible, and it has pink and blue on the inside. So that I hope to have finished by Sunday as well.